Hello, guys, and welcome back. Welcome back to Dylan So Hobbies. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about none other than Fairly Odd Parents. As you can see behind my head, we are talking about the entire show pretty much and what made the show great to me. Now, I actually came out with a video yesterday, and that's the whole part of the series, right? I'm going to be releasing videos about my personal thoughts on Fairly Odd Parents, and then we're going to go live the next day and talk to a couple friends of mine who's also seen the show, and give them a chance to explain why the show was great to them growing up. And today I have with me my good buddy Ninja243. Go ahead and tell people where they can find you, man.
Alright, you guys can find me at Star Wars Network, where my buddy Dylan over here is going to be helping me come back with some motivation.
Yep. We're all just going to be coming back.
Yes, exactly. Quick little notes here. You guys can always find me on Dylan's channel for this, What Made It Great. Where today we are talking about Fairly Odd Parents, which is gonna be great. As well as you can find me on Storms Live tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, and you can find me on any other person like Austin or anything when they stream. So, Thank you, Dylan, for having me on. I'm really excited to talk about this old show. It's been a while.
Yeah, this is just a blast from the past. And with that said, we are not alone. He actually gave away my next guest. Without further ado, we have Dinkelberg himself. No, I'm kidding. We actually have Timmy Turner's dad, the Austinator.
Dinkelberg. Hello everybody. Great to be here.
Go ahead and tell people where they can find you, man.
You can just find me everywhere at this point. I'm not really doing a lot on my channel. If I do something, I'll let you all know. But other than that, just find me typically on Wednesdays for the hangout. Yeah, thanks for having me on, Dylan. This is gonna be interesting.
Yep, this is gonna be fun because this is something that, at least for me, that I used to do with I used to have a thing on the channel called My Thoughts, and the playlist is still there. And I still add videos to every now and again, but they're usually just a bunch of random videos about, just my thoughts of just something I want to get out there. But I for the longest time wanted to get my thoughts out about some really old TV shows that I used to enjoy. And then, throughout the last few years that we've talked to each other, we've always talked about, good old shows that we want to do. And when it came to this, usually around like the 6 months period, after 6 months, I like to look at my channel and think if I always ask myself after 6 months, am I absolutely happy with the content I'm making? And if I'm not, I should change it to make it something that I am happy. That's something I always do with my channel. And I just really wanted to get back into talking about old shows. So I was going to just do that and just add to the My Thoughts videos, but then I thought I have the capability of going live now. I have my friends to talk to. I don't want to just do my videos. I want to get you guys involved as well as the entire community. So not only did I come up with the idea of what made it great, which, let's face it, not to toot my own horn here, but the thumbnails for these videos turned out. I'm really impressed with how the thumbnails looked. I'm really impressed with myself with how the thumbnails look. I'm sorry, I am. But something else that I decided to do is that, unfortunately not for this one, because this one we're talking about Fairly Odd Parents. But you guys watching this right now, if you guys want to, you guys can actually go to my community page and vote for which show we talk next in this series. So far, it's between Jimmy Neutron and Gravity Falls. And if it ends up like this, if I end up with a 50-50 or, as you can see, a 40-40, if I end up with a tie, I'll just beat the tie. And truth be told, if this is still like this by the end of by probably either Tuesday or Wednesday, I am probably just going to override it and do Jimmy Neutron because everybody loves Jimmy Neutron. We are literally talking about Fairly Odd Parents tonight, and Jimmy Neutron is another great show to talk about. And it's also really interesting because behind the scenes earlier today, when I was on with my friends here, we were also talking about just Fairly Odd Parents. And I actually did my video without even thinking about going into and watching the old show itself. But just as we were sitting down and chatting about it a little bit behind screen, I'm just like, oh my god, the memories just kept flooding back with Fairly Odd Parents. I have such a good time, and if you guys want to hear my personal thoughts about Fairly Odd Parents, you guys can go watch that video. But with that said, while I might chime in a little bit here and there, mostly I want to give the floor to my buddy Nindroid and my buddy Austin. Let them tell you guys why they thought Fairly Odd was a good show back in the day. With that said, let me stop sharing the screen there, and I'm gonna hand the floor over to my buddy Austin. Yeah, you know what? Let's do Austin first. Austin, what made Fairly Odd Parents a good show to you?
Okay, I guess I'll go first. So I think primarily the biggest reason why I consider Fairly Odd Parents to be a good show is, I will be honest, even like now, it wasn't like my most favorite show of all time. I was a bigger SpongeBob fan than I was Fairly Odd Parents, but I think what I really liked about it, and I don't, and Nindroid will probably say something else as well, but what I really liked about this show is the messages that the show had, or the core message of the show is, I know that this isn't like the definitive message, but it is, a little bit to me at least, is, it's a show about a selfish brat that, is creating wishes to do selfish things, but he learns that for every action you make, there's a consequence. And you see throughout the show, he does things for selfish reasons, but but then you see that there's like almost like a consequence to your wish. But they're able to do that and complement it with actually really like fun characters, fun animation, and just a very novel concept. I liked just in general like how vast it can go, and also like a lot of the major storylines that they would end up doing, like the more so the events than anything. Um, in particular, like we might talk about it a little bit with Wishology, Channel Chasers, and like I believe there was the one with the muffin too that we talked about earlier, that really just had like just such great characters and storytelling, that in general that it makes me look back at Fairly Odd Parents now and just look back at it fondly and say, wow, we had it really good back then. But other than that, that's really all I got to say about it right now. We might talk about it a little bit more, but in terms of like why I liked it, it's just those things.
Yep, great thoughts, Austin. Great thoughts, and I can't agree with you more about that as well. That's also something that I end up talking a lot in my videos, just how great the show was, really during the beginning, and how great the lessons were for actually kids, which is crazy to think. Everyone hates the term educational TV, but I honestly feel like a show is not good without a lesson to tell and a story to give to its audience. I feel like Fairly Odd
Yeah.
Parents and Game were just that. With that said,
Yeah.
Ninjoid, go ahead and tell people what made the show great to you, man.
Okay. Okay. So what made me? All right. So what made it great for me has to be, well, yes, like what Austin said, the themes and messages, but also, yes, I do love how the story's about Timmy Turner. Just a bratty kid. Like, yes, he does get what he wants and all of that, but he always has to learn, like, Yes, exactly. Consequences and the events that follow, and somehow he has to correct it by the end of the story, which is pretty fun and entertaining. That's actually what really just got my attention. It was very entertaining, like compared to like some other cartoons at the time. I remember on I don't know if anyone used to watch this network, but Nicktoons and
Yes.
I
also
had it.
Nicktoons used to have marathons like throughout the night. Like I mean up to like 2 a.m. for God's sake. Like maybe 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. on just Very Odd Parents, you know? And I love um I used to love just watching. I used to go to bed just watching the show. When I went up to visit my grandmother and all of that. So, I mean, it's a nice show. I have nostalgia for watching it with my grandfather and my grandmother. And yeah, that's really what made it great for me, Dylan.
Yep. All right. Well, with that said, moving on. That's the end of the stream. No, I'm kidding. That is not the end of the stream, guys. We got so much more to talk about. Guys, when you think of Fairly Odd Parents, what is the first episode, the first thing that pops in your mind? Is it a show? Is it a character? What's the first thing that pops in your head when you think Fairly Odd Parents?
Cosmo.
Cosmo. Okay, Cosmo. Awesome. What's your answer to that?
Dinkelberg.
Dinkelberg. Yeah,
Talking
Dinkelberg is
fish.
a good one.
Talking.
Talking fish. Yeah. Actually, it's funny that you say Cosmos, dude, because I legit would have probably the same answer if someone asked me that. Like, I really, and I went into depth in my video, so I don't want to go too far into it now. But I'm actually one of the very few people that probably doesn't think Cosmos was at his best during the game. I actually like that Cosmos when he was in the middle stage of being the dumbest person on the show and the smartest person on the show. You know what I mean? Because he actually you could show how dumb he was, but he still cared for everyone. And as the show went on, he just got worse and worse and worse.
Yo, what? No, I got a better answer. All right, so ask that question again, Dylan.
Okay, what's the first thing that pops up in your head when you think of Fairly Odd?
Buck teeth. Buck teeth. Come on now. Timmy's buck teeth.
Actually, yeah, buck teeth. We'll go with that.
Timmy's buck teeth.
Look at him. Look at him over here. Look at him over here. Little buck tooth Timmy Turner.
Now, if someone said,
"Oh, I'm sorry, Ninja. I just
Oh.
want to say this real quick." That's another kind of funny thing that Timmy Turner, the design for Timmy Turner with the little buck teeth. I actually really like Timmy Turner because I actually kind of have, I don't have buck teeth, but I kind of have the same thing going on with mine. So it's another thing that I end up relating to Timmy Turner with. It's funny. But go ahead, Ninja.
I was gonna say, if someone said, okay, so, what's the first thing that you think of when I say Very Odd Parents? If they said Sparky, I would legit knock them out. Like, straight.
Oh yes,
Like,
Sparky. My God,
Yeah.
if we're talking about one of the worst things the show ever did, I think it's a cross between. Realize I never saw the episodes with the girl, right? I would
the
say
girl's worse. The girl's worse.
Yeah.
yeah. I say it's a cross between Poof and Sparky for me. I never saw the episodes with the girl, but you guys have, so go ahead and talk about that.
No, no, but straight up, when Poof was there, at least it stayed somewhat. How should I word this, Austin? Somewhat okay. Like it was just meh.
Yeah.
really. Like it was just what's the word? We were just saying it. Mediocre. It was just mediocre. Where when what's his name? Sparky showed up, it then went like overhill.
Yeah.
Like really
Yeah,
just
went
like
really
okay,
bad, really
now
quick.
now this is like way too annoying now. Like the dog is so annoying. I don't know why they chose him in the show. Like I guess because they wanted to attract more viewers. So they're like, "Oh, hey, here's our next new main character of the show. You guys better keep on watching." And then when
just
that
ended.
plan didn't work, then they did this
Added the
whole
girl.
new girl thing, which
does
I don't.
does anyone know what the girl's name is? I have no idea.
I forget. I don't know.
I can look it up.
I was actually looking up right now, actually.
It's cool. Chloe.
Chloe. Yeah, you're right, Chloe. Oh my god, you know what? I don't even like her design. She kind of is like a rip off between Tui and Trixie, and I just don't even like her design. Really, I'm just saying.
Yeah, something like that. But
Yeah, you're right, Chloe.
I mean, that's really what but that was literally the last season of the show. Is literally like she. I think that was really the only season she was in because I know the season before Sparky was in it, and then she just shows up in like the last season, and it's rough.
Yeah, I never saw those episodes, so I can't really say anything to that. But hey, if you guys want to down in the comments below and talk about this, actually, one question that I had, which obviously I don't think these guys can answer, but that's something I'm actually really curious about because here we were just talking about lessons, right? I think it would be really interesting to have Timmy Turner actually have to share his fairy godparents and learn how to get along with someone because you know how arrogant that 10-year-old kid could be. Unfortunately, I just don't think those episodes. I don't think the show at that period had the magic to actually pull that off. Not to mention.
No.
Every other time, I mean, I actually, when I think about that, I think about that episode with Tui where he literally gave his fairly godparents to Tui. Remember that? I think that's what's her name was, right?
Yeah,
Tui?
it was Tootie. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually think about that episode, which was pretty fun. If I remember correctly, and it's been a long time since I've seen those episodes. Wasn't it Tui's like birthday or something? And because Timmy felt bad for her, he gave her his fairly godparents for a day, and she almost killed him.
Yeah.
What are some episodes that you guys can think of when you think of Fairly Odd Parents that really have lasted with you? Like for me, one episode that I talked about a lot was the hamster episode, the zombie hamster episode. But any episode comes to your mind that you think just kind of lasted with you when it comes to Fairly Odd Parents?
So I don't know if I would necessarily say a specific episode. I think I would say with the entire Wishology to me really stuck with me because that was when we had cable where I was at. And really just watching Wishology and like seeing the cliffhangers going, oh my god, I'm really excited for the next one. Like that really resonated with me. Like that was like one of the very few shows at that time as a kid that really hooked me. You know what I mean?
Nice to see you, Tim. You know what, Timmy Turner, great. I'm kidding, Timmy. I'm kidding, Tim.
I think why I would say Wishology as well is because of how like grand in scale it was. Like it was very it was massive for something like that show. Like in my mind, in like my own headcanon, like that's the ending of the show. Like you really couldn't, because really after that, it's like they went downhill. Like there's a lot of other things too, like Channel Chasers as well. Which honestly, Channel Chasers is like really sad when you really think about it. Like the ending is so heartbreaking, but like
Yeah.
it's
My
so
headcanon is
good.
that the end of the end of Channel Chasers is actually my headcanon. That Timmy Turner grew up, got married, and had a couple kids, and the Fairly Odd Parents went to them. That's my headcanon. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily hate that. I do enjoy that. But I think the reason why I wouldn't go that far is because if it ended there, we wouldn't have gotten Wishology. So it's like,
Yeah, Wishology was great.
so good.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but was Magic Muffin the first movie? First special?
I think
Sure.
so, yes.
God, Magic Muffin. I remember being a little kid, and how long is that movie? It's got like 2 hours, right?
Let me check.
Yeah, check for me. I think it's like 2 hours with commercials, obviously. So, gotta cut those out.
Because I know that there's like a bunch of the because I know that there's Timmy's Secret Wish, and then there's the Poof one, Wishology, Fairy Idol, the Schools
Fairly
Out.
Idle was fun.
There's Schools Out, Channel Chasers, and then there was I think Abracatastrophe was the first one, and I think that one's the Muffin.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's the Muffin.
Yeah, the muffin is tons of fun. That movie just because, just when you think it's over, just when you think Timmy Turner has finally won, Crocker comes in and ruins everything in the middle of that. That was so much fun. Star Wars Network. What about you? Is there any episodes or storylines that come to your mind when you think of Fairly Odd Parents that just kind of stuck with you?
All right. Well, we were kind of talking about this backstage.
Yeah, we were.
Dylan, you know my answer.
I do know your answer. Tell the people your answer. But no, I do know your answer. That's what's funny about it.
All of the episodes there are, like Channel Chasers actually does. I will say yes, that's one of them. As well as the Jimmy Neutron episode, the crossover. But
yeah, the Jimmy Timmy Power Hour.
Yeah, the Power
Hour. Those are great.
Those were fun. But the biggest one there is of the episode where they moved to this place. And
I'm looking up that episode.
What?
The whole episode is about how everyone is getting their milk, and the milk is brain controlling them. And it was the dad's idea to do it. So
what?
Dude, I know the episode you're talking about because that legit happens. So everyone, I can't remember the name of the episode, but that legit happens in the show.
Wait, what?
They all
What was
get mind controlled, and it's all Dimmadome. It's all Dimmadome's fault.
yeah.
Hang on. So it was a Fairly Odd Parents episode where they got mind controlled by milk.
Yep. And they all moved.
Mind controlled.
Season. Oh, you know what? Here it is. The episode is literally called Moving Day.
There you go, guys.
The hell? Why does that
I'm
fit with you?
sharing my screen here. Legit, this was an episode, dude. And I remember this. You can see Cosmos and Wanda actually with the milk as well.
Oh yeah.
They're all being controlled by Demodome, and everyone's wearing the same stupid uniform. The mom like tries to grow a bush in the front yard, and after drinking the milk, the dad comes in and blasts it in half.
Interesting.
Dude, I remember this episode, man. God, it was so weird.
Best episode of all time. What are you talking about? I mean, now I know what I'm watching. I know what I'm watching tonight.
There is Moving Day.
I'm putting this on Moving Day.
They had some really, you know what? I have to say this. They had some really interesting title cards for their episodes as well. Remember when shows used to do that? They used to give title cards for what the content was.
Yeah.
In fact, did Fairly Oddparents still do that by the end of the show? I'm not sure if they stopped or not.
I'm pretty sure they did. I know that when Sparky was there, it still was.
Yeah. It's kind of a darn shame because I actually end up liking it. And you know what? This right here, just the sock and the lemonade. Does anyone remember that episode?
Oh yes, I remember that one. Yeah.
Anyone want to tell the people what that episode was about?
Oh, I think that's very. I mean, it's pretty much. It's like it says it for them. It's like literally about a sock and lemonade, or like it was a magical sock, and like freaking, like no, it was lemonade, and I think it was like Cosmo's sock, and he makes a great, and apparently made the lemonade taste good.
Yeah.
Which, that's what but like I know what you're talking about. It's like I haven't seen the show in so long, but yet somehow I like when you said that I was like, oh yeah, that's right, actually.
Yeah, you know what? Literally, I just saw that and just thought about it. It was just so funny. Another thing that remember the button. Remember the secret Fairly Odd Parent Fairly Odd Parent convention that apparently was so secret that no one knew about, but everybody knew about it except Timmy Turner. Episode that was a weird episode too. Yeah, it was Cosmos that decided to have it in the bathroom for some reason.
Yeah. Can I actually rant for a minute?
Okay.
Please do, man. That's what the stream is all about.
So, we're talking all of this about some good Very Odd Parents shit, okay? But I remember last year, I actually watched. Remember the remake?
Which one are we talking? Are we talking the live action show or the live action movies? Oh, the live action show.
Yeah, I remember
that came
last
out.
year. I got some news from some friends of mine that was actually coming out, and they by accidentally forgot to give Timmy his buck teeth during the animated segments. So I was like, you know what? I'm game on. I'm going to watch this. And I remember I told Dylan I was watching it. I remember Dylan caught me watching it. He came on StreamYard. He's like, wait a second. Is this the live action show? I'm like, yeah. And I got to say, that's a pretty bad show. Okay.
The live action Fairly Odd Parents. I heard it was not good.
I heard the show is bad. That's why I stayed away from it.
Timmy
Same
gives his gives Wanda and Cosmo away to his cousin. when he's grown up. He's like, "Oh, I'm grown up. I'm going to college, so now you can have them." And that's the whole show. It's legit just the same crap with this girl. And,
Boy.
you know, and
Um.
also the girl also has a brother, and then the brother sees them as well. So now it's actually both of them. Cosmo is the brothers now, and then the
Isn't that it?
hang on a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, at least Poof doesn't appear. So I mean, if you hate Poof, guys, Poof isn't. So
It's fine because I don't hate. It's fine because I don't hate Poof. I just Poof is such a weird character to me. Like I don't hate him, but it's like so unnecessary.
but yeah, I gotta just throw that out there because I just remembered that I watched that last year one day when I was just not bored whatsoever during the summer. I was like, hey yo, might as well just watch it.
Yeah. Does anyone remember when Fairly Odd Parents actually showed up on Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide?
I have like
No,
I do. I know what you're talking about, but I don't like. It's again kind of like Fairly Odd Parents. I haven't seen Ned's like Declassified since like when it was out. Like
Yeah,
we're
I
talking
used
that long.
to. I used to watch Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide. Literally, that was my school survival guide through elementary. Right. Used to love that show, and I remember this one episode because Fairly Odd Parents showed up in it, and it was the episode that Ned's Declassified. Keeps daydreaming, and he's trapped in a room. And the teacher's like, well, you can't get out unless you answer the stupid riddle. So he daydreams to figure out the answer. And it's supposed to show how dreams are actually good. It's another great show with a couple of great lessons for kids, I feel. But what was so memorable about it was that he literally, the Fairly Odd Parents just show up randomly out of nowhere. And they were 2D, but it was all against the 3D background. It was so different and interesting that I remember it so well. And that's what's great about old cartoons. I really feel like is including 2D animation. It's just interesting to see the art styles.
well, they live up more as well. Like even now, like I can put on a 2D animated thing from the 90s and I can still love it and get engrossed in that story. Where if I put on, for example, the one Spider-Man show that came out, which was using 3D animation, I can't get into it. I forget what is that called, Austin? The new animated series?
Yeah, it's called Spider-Man: The New Animated Series.
Yep, exactly. I freaking have the whole all 13 episodes of that show on DVD, and I cannot put that freaking thing on at all, But I mean, honestly, I feel like we really do in today's age need to go back to some 2D animated stuff.
I feel the same way.
Well, if you're gonna go back, if you're gonna go back to 2D animation, then I do feel like you need to have it be good 2D animation, because 2D animation nowadays is horrible.
Well, you know what's also really bad about today's animation versus back then, man? 2D animation was all about art style and how it is always constantly changing. Well, I'm sorry, but every single show today, they all use that stupid B-mouth animation, and I can't. I hate it. And now it's in 3D animation as well. I hate it.
I'm not talking about like Loud House animation. All right, I'm talking about like good old style 2D animation.
here.
Well, yeah.
Like Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that would be great.
Or the classic SpongeBob and all. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
SpongeBob plain period. But yeah, you know,
That's
all
another
that.
show we'll end up talking about eventually.
Oh yeah, hint hint, foreshadowing, guys.
Yep. Another thing that I just kind of wished when it comes to the show. I mean, we were talking about the Jimmy Timmy Power Hour. What other shows would you have liked to see even if it's not Nickelodeon? What shows would you have liked to see a crossover with Fairly Odd Parents?
Actually, this is something I wanted to talk about because this was fucking crazy when I heard about this. So there was a video game series called Nicktoons Unite. Okay, and
Oh,
I remember the video game.
Yeah,
I want Dylan. So Dylan, it was basically what it was. It was a crossover between, get this, Timmy Turner of Fairly Odd Parents, Jimmy Neutron, okay, Danny Phantom, and
Okay, that's awesome.
and SpongeBob.
Yeah, I remember that.
SpongeBob. Okay,
Yeah.
I actually do remember this game, but I never played it. I only saw the commercials for it. Dude, I wish I played it.
So
I
technically,
actually want to play it now.
SpongeBob, Danny Phantom, Fairly Odd Parents, and Jimmy Neutron exist in the same universe. Technically, like now it's canon, unofficially canon, but it is canon nonetheless.
And so does Nancy Classified for some reason.
So like all these.
No, it's just dead.
To be fair with you, I mean, Danny Phantom's animation style does line up with Fairly Odd.
Well, Butch Hartman is the creator of both Fairly Odd Parents
Exactly.
and Nancy Classified.
Exactly.
So that's why.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There is a conspiracy theory, actually, before I really talk about like what Fairly Odd Parents going to cross over.
I know what
with.
you're talking about.
There's a theory that Danny Phantom is actually Timmy Turner. Basically, this would have happened like around towards the end where Timmy ends up having to give up his fairies. Yet his last wish is basically him becoming like Danny Phantom or something. And
if you actually look at it, it does make sense because Tui could be Sam. AJ could be Danny's friend. I can't remember. I can't remember the one dude's name.
I don't remember that either, but
I don't remember a lot of their names. That's the thing.
I used to be crazy over Danny Fam. That's another show we'll end up talking about in this series eventually. But yeah. Anything else? Just talk Fairly Odd Parents randomly.
All right,
Anything
let's
else?
talk about the movies. It's time.
Well, hold on.
Let's talk about
wait.
the
I
movies.
wanted to talk about what it could have crossed over with because you did bring up
Yeah. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
So the weird thing is with Fairly Odd Parents, because of like what the content consists of, you could really have Fairly Odd Parents really cross over with anything, and it would probably make sense because the fairies themselves already make it to where like he could literally wish to be anywhere and do anything. But kind of like with the Jimmy and Timmy Power Hour, like being like you had that, they managed to make that crossover make sense. So like if you wanted to do something like where you had Timmy crossover with SpongeBob or Danny Phantom, like even though it never happened even though it happened in the games, it never happened in the shows, but you could somehow have it done in the shows and have it make sense. Which I feel like you could have it be done with anything in like the animated side of things. Like live action, I feel like would be a little difficult, even though we've seen it in Ned's Declassified. That's really because of really the fairies. I don't think it could necessarily do a lot
Work
in
with
live
Timmy,
action.
right?
Yeah, like
though they tried to with the live action movies.
Yeah, which I know we're gonna talk about, but I think that in turn, like it could even cross over into like Cartoon Network brands. Like I feel like Fairly Odd Parents is one of those shows that could work with anything.
Yeah, so you know what? Just on that note, if you guys remember, because of Channel Chasers, and it was so cool. Something that I really love about Channel Chasers is not only is the story great, but the universe. Every time they literally changed the channel, the art style would change. Do you guys remember that? They actually did it in a couple different art styles. They had it in what was it? I believe there was an anime version of it. That there was also from Snoopy. There was like a Snoopy version. God, there were a couple of different versions. The Jetsons. Remember the Jetsons art style?
Yeah.
For me, I kind of wish that the show. I kind of wish that this show, if I had to really think about it, I think it would have been really cool if the show like crossed over into like I don't know like Naruto or something like an older anime back in the day. Would be crazy if it was Pokemon. Which can we just talk about out the fact of how many uh how many things they actually end up parodying by the end of the show? Like they actually parried Star Wars quite a lot.
Yes.
What other parody did they have? Because they had a lot of them, dude.
They had quite a few. I know that.
Oh, wait a second. Oh my god. No, I know who's the best. You know who's the best Fairly Odd Parents character?
Who?
Catman.
Catman. Oh my. So Catman was he was a parody of George Clooney, right? George Clooney's Batman.
Adam West.
Adam West. That's right. It was. That's what it was.
Yeah. Yeah, Catman. Oh my god, I almost forgot about Catman. He was the best. I'm sorry.
Catman was way. I'm sorry. I'm a Catman fan, and I think it was better than the Crimson Chin.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that.
Remember that episode where Catman actually played the Crimson Chin?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was cool. But now we need
that's
to talk.
another character to talk about. Crimson Chin. There was a couple really good episodes. Well, one of my favorite that we actually discussed earlier in the show is when Crimson Chin finds out that he's a comic book character and literally goes through a life crisis. That was hilarious.
Oh yeah, I love that episode. Oh, shit, how dare you? How dare I bring him up? No, I'm questioning my favorite episode. Is it the guy? Is it still that cow milk episode? Or is it the life crisis of Catman?
Anyway, you were saying nothing?
Oh no, I was gonna bring up the movies now because, like,
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, we should probably bring up the movies now.
So, can I just say, the first one isn't the worst thing ever. Like, it had a decent message to it, and I don't know. Like, I feel like if you really wanted to do, like, a canon divergence and, like, say, like, this is your quote-unquote ending, then even though it's like like, I guess I could see that, but it's still kind of weird. Like, I think that's just, like, it just did not translate well. Like, even though I won't say it's the worst thing ever, it's one of those things where you didn't need to do it.
Yeah.
I will say
It's like the original Disney with the live action remakes. They basically just ripped off literally ripped off Nickelodeon with theirs.
Well, no, actually, well, not what I would say. I thought it was okay.
Yeah, that's my mindset on it.
Like like I liked that, it kind of brought some closure. I like seeing a future Timmy Turner. What would he do? And then Tootie is like all changed, all grown up and all of that. And I like seeing his reactions, and then they start to fall in love. And I like the whole thing where it's like, oh, well, if he falls for her, well, then we're no longer his fairy, odd parents and all that. Like, we can't.
Which makes no sense because isn't he supposed to be like he's supposed to lose him when he turns 11, right?
Yeah,
I know. I
don't-
know he has to lose them by a certain
so
point.
many
Yeah,
freaking times. They
yeah, that's true
that-
too.
So many freaking times with so many specials as well. So I don't care anymore about that. Like, that does not even have an effect anymore on these.
That's true.
Okay, but what I'm trying to say is that it's a good, nice, like, it's a good-ish movie. Like, it's okay. The ideas were there. Could they have done it a lot better? Yes, because actually the potential was there.
Yeah.
It could have been a great movie. And it's just like the first SpongeBob movie. It could have been great. And the first SpongeBob movie, by the way, is amazing. Anyway,
Yeah, the first one. Yeah, it is.
yeah. Back to Fairly Odd Parents though. What was the second one again? Was that the Christmas one? There was.
Yeah, the Christmas one was the second one. I didn't see that one.
I saw it.
The Christmas special I did see, and that one was the one where he wishes every day could be Christmas, right?
I don't.
No, that's not the one we're talking about.
Oh,
We're
you're talking about the live action one.
Yeah.
Live
Never
action
mind.
movie. Yeah, I don't remember really what it was about though. Like, I did see
Neither
it.
do I. I saw it, but I don't remember the second or the third one now.
Wait, there was a third one?
There was a
Yeah.
third one, and I saw the
was the
third
third
one, and I don't
one?
remember it.
Maybe if you told me what it was,
It was like the summer vacation one where
That's what I thought. I could have sworn I saw somewhat of Summer Vacation. Okay. I don't remember it at all though either. So
honestly, you're really not missing much, to be honest.
Yeah, the live action, nothing
The first
against
one was
Drake
the
Bell.
only-
I actually like Drake Bell originally. Realized Drake Bell has suddenly changed, obviously, but it's kind of a sore subject actually, which sucks because I used to be a big fan of Drake Bell on like Drake and Josh. He used to be great. But yeah, him as Timmy Turner, never thought I'd ever see that, and trust me, I kind of wish I never did. It was so weird.
Especially the first one. Like, that's really messed up now,
Yeah, it's like I seen a meme where like during like the ad for it, like Timmy's like, "I wish I was Drake Bell," and I'm like, "Oh."
Oh no, that would actually make more sense if that's what you actually wished for.
Yeah, wait.
Because they're on the
I
same
wish that
network.
was the storyline.
Oh my god, it's Drake and Josh. I want to be Drake.
Hang on, wait. I'm gonna send a link in the chat because it's fucking hilarious. Because it's just people just got like a lot of free time on their hands, and like it's so stupid, but it's so funny.
Yeah, let's see it.
Oh, no. Here, wait. Let me do myself.
It's really funny in context. Like if you watch the full video and like you know what he did, it and it like cuts to that. It's so fucking funny that it's like I would just encourage.
Oh my god! At the end, he's in jail.
Wait,
Oh my god!
That's great. And that was another great episode where Timmy actually wishes to be older, and then when he turns 18, he almost loses his fairly godparents. That episode was, and the whole lesson from that episode was all about how not to take your childhood for granted, and I really enjoyed that episode. But dude, that is so funny with him in jail. Wish himself to be. Wishes himself to be Drake Bell, and he ends up in jail. Oh my god. That's hilarious.
oh, there's another one. There's another one.
Oh no! Please no! Oh no!
Oh my god.
I wish I was Drake Bell. Proof. And then he's in fucking prison. That's so fucking true.
Oh my god. Let's see what this one is. Oh my god.
That was pretty good.
I love the ending of it where it's literally just it's just Drake
Him.
Bell's mugshot.
Yep.
Oh my god.
God.
Oh my god. Well, with that said, with the movies pretty much out of the way, you guys want to talk about out like the TV specials? Like I know we talked about Witchology. We talked about a couple of them.
I mean, I feel like we've already really kind of talked about them like previously, but I mean, I think what it comes down to is like those specials were like they were excellent because like not a lot of those cartoons really at that time really did stuff like that. Like I know SpongeBob maybe did it a couple times, but like it wasn't as frequent as what Fairly Oddparents were doing. Like
Yeah, Fairly Oddparents would do it quite a lot. Like the big superhero wish. I'm looking down the list. The Fairly Odd Olympics. Does anyone remember that?
I actually don't remember that.
I remember it somewhat.
Yeah.
Like the only two that I really remember are Wishology and Channel Chasers, and then the Muffin one, which was literally just because it's a muffin.
Oh, the Magic Muffin was probably like the first big thing I saw from Fairly Odd. No, like don't get me wrong, I saw Fairly Oddparents when it first came out, right? But I'm telling you what, the Magic Muffin is probably what really got me into the show.
Well, ironically,
because-
the Muffin one is actually the first one they did, from what I understand.
Yeah, and that one was a lot. I mean, I enjoy really how that used just about every character that was in it as well. So what about any side characters like secondary side characters that you guys like? One person that comes to my mind is Cosmos's mother.
Oh yeah, Cosmos' mother.
Mama Cosmos, oh my god.
I gotta think on this one because I do want my answer to be very well done.
How about you, Austin?
Man.
Wait, what? What was the question?
Okay, Fairly Oddparents used to have a lot of side characters, right?
Yeah.
What side characters do you guys remember?
There what? There
Go
was for me there was Crocker, there was Dinkelberg,
Mm-hmm.
Jorgen was one of them.
Originals.
Jordan.
Like
yeah.
and Francis the bully, AJ, Mark.
Anyone remember the genie?
Yeah, Norm the genie. Norm the genie. I remember him.
Oh yeah.
Mark the alien. I remember him.
Oh, I completely forgot about him.
Oh my God, Mardale! Oh my God, those were some of my favorite episodes. My God, now you're making me question my favorite episode even more.
Well, good, because I believe Mark actually had something to do with the moving episode, right?
Wait, I don't.
Wasn't it a joke
I
about
want to watch the episode. When I get out of here, I'm gonna
When we get done with this, we're gonna watch that episode. That's what we're gonna do.
I'm legit gonna get it up, and we're gonna watch it.
Yeah.
So,
How about that episode with Timmy Turner? And I mentioned this before, but Timmy Turner going into the computer and ending up in Crocker's computer. That one was fun.
We're also seeing the origin story of Crocker. That episode was pretty good. You know,
That was fantastic as well. And
Yeah.
there was a lot of really, really, really good parts of Fairly Odd Parents. With that said, what do you guys think about the intro? Because that's something I actually talked about a lot in the video as well.
yes, the intro is outstanding. The music, you know, but
It's nostalgic.
it's
like-
very nostalgic.
From the opening beat, I'm like, oh my God, this is Fairly Odd Parents, and it really did a good job at like detailing on what the show is about. Like you have this kid who's like getting shat on by like his parents and his babysitter, and then his fairies are like there to kind of help make his life better, but in turn, you know, and he has all these crazy adventures, but he kind of learns like, okay, like maybe, you know, now I understand why I go through these things, or like why I shouldn't wish for like specific like major stuff, because like it's almost like time travel in a way where like if you screw something up, then like you have unforeseen consequences. Like that's why it's like this show, I feel like in general, like it has like that really nice message of just because you can mess with something that's like maybe there, it doesn't mean you necessarily should, or else it could end up making things worse.
Yeah,
But-
I agree with you completely.
But the intro is great though, and the lyrics are great. It's like it works. It's perfect.
Yeah, but you know what's funny? I can never actually say the intro right when I try to sing it, because every time I
me
try to sing it.
Me either. You're not the only one.
Yep. Speaking of songs and intros, what's your favorite Fairly Odd Parents song? Because there were quite a few Fairly Odd Parents songs.
Ooh.
Normal one, the first one.
Oh, I remember that one.
Just
Yeah,
the intro.
Yeah, the intro was really good. Besides the intro, can you think of any of them?
No, I don't remember
Hang
it.
on.
I can think of two.
Hang on. I have to like.
Actually, I can think of three.
See, right now I'm legit.
No, I can think of four.
Legit.
Just as I keep thinking about it, I can think of more of the songs.
What I'm trying to
Can
do
I say?
Yeah.
Icky Vicky, maybe just because
Yeah,
of like.
What?
Icky Vicky.
I remember Icky Vicky.
Ew, Icky Vicky. Yeah. Shining Teeth and Me.
Oh yes, the teeth dude. That singer, yeah.
Shiny teeth in me.
You remember that one, Austin?
No, I actually have to. Hang on, let me hear it a little bit.
You'll probably remember it as soon as you, because the beat's really similar.
Oh my God.
It's by the same guy that sings Icky Vicky. Another one that I can really remember.
The genie give us the wand. I'm looking up.
Oh, that's right. I remember that one. Do you guys remember the summer song?
I gotta hear it.
Dude, I haven't looked up the summer song in forever. I'm looking up the summer song right now.
Here, wait.
Um,
Be free summer.
Free Summer, that's what it was.
Here, wait.
Was it Vicky? Is it Vicky Free Summer?
Yeah, Vicky Free Summer, that's what it was. So Vicky Free Summer.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Actually, hang on. I gotta listen to Icky Vicky now, just to see my thoughts have changed. Maybe I'm just not thinking of it. Icky Vicky.
Yep. Oh god, Icky Vicky Summer.
Oh, where's the fun?
Where's the fun? Oh yeah, I remember that one. Where's the fun? Let me look that up. I haven't seen that.
God, this is so nostalgic.
You listen to Icky Vicky, man?
Yeah. Oh my god. Hang on. Now I need to go to my Spotify and see if they have the Fairly Odd Parents. Because apparently they had apparently there was an album they had. Like they had an album of like the compilation of like the music that they did. Hold on. Oh my god, they have it.
Oh my god, I am literally listening to Where is the Fun from Fairly Odd Parents, man. God, I remember this song so well.
They have so this is the music they have. They have the theme song, Christmas Every Day, Icky Vicky.
Christmas Every Day was great.
Shiny Teeth, What Girls Love, It's Great to Be a Guy, Find Your Voice, Wish Come True, Fairly Odd Primates, and then the Fairly Odd Parents closing song.
What Girls Like?
Hang on. Now I actually got. Hang on. Now I have to.
Fairly Odd Primates.
Yeah.
I like how we're just literally right now for the stream looking up songs from Fairly Odd Parents. Give us the wand.
Oh my god! Why do I?
School's out. Oh, remember School's Out from Fairly Odd Parents?
1 Million Wishes.
That one I'm not too.
Or Adults Ruin Everything.
I don't know why
Hang on, now I gotta see this. Adults Ruin Everything.
Oh wait, I remember that. Hang on.
Adults Ruin Everything was really good. Oh, the Pixie rap. Okay, I am not a rap fan, but the Pixie rap was hilarious.
Oh yeah, I guess they did have like a musical episode, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Shit, dude. Now after like I now want to go back and watch Fairly Odd Parents now. Like that's.
That's probably what we're all probably just going to go do after this stream. Is we're all probably going to go look up Fairly Odd Parents and watch it for a couple of episodes. Like it's so nostalgic, right?
Yeah.
And like here we all are. I'm actually 26. I know all these guys are a little younger than me, but even for these guys, this show literally came out in the early 2000s, and it's just so nostalgic and so fun listening to these old songs.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
do you remember that one, the Blondies?
Hey, that's a really good beat.
Do you remember the Blondies' dad? The one friend of Timmy Turner's dad had a like paper bag over him all the freaking time.
Oh yeah, it was he was the dad of one of Timmy's friends. I know.
Yeah, the Blondie dude. Yeah,
Yeah, one dude.
Chester
Chester, yeah.
Chester was the friend's name, but I'm trying to figure out what the.
AJ. AJ was the bald kid.
Well, I know who AJ and Chester are, but I'm talking about the dad. The
Oh,
the dad.
guy with the
is-
bag over his head.
Yeah,
He was a baseball player. I remember that. He was a baseball player, but he was so bad that they called him out on it, and he was so embarrassed they had to put a bag over his head for the rest of his life. Really, Oddparents? Sometimes it is dark.
All right, so so Chester's dad is actually Bucky. That's his name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bucky Bad something, right? Bucky Bad something.
Yeah, he's
This is
Bucky
baseball
McBad.
player.
He's Bucky McBad.
Bucky McBad Bad. That's right. That's right.
The reason why apparently he's called that is because he was kicked out of the he was kicked out of the Major League Baseball Association because apparently he was so bad, and that's why he has to wear the paper bag on his head because he's so embarrassed about being a really bad baseball player.
Do you remember the episode where? Okay, now this was a really weird episode, but Timmy Turner actually wished, and it's a really dark episode. They wish he was never born, right? And we actually get to see what everyone's life was. And Chester had Cosmo and Wanda, and we actually got to see his dad's face for the first time. He actually looked exactly like him.
Oh yeah, and it's so like it's so fucked because like literally it's literally the entire episode they're just like shitting on Timmy the entire time. Like
Every single person.
if like Timmy was like never born, everybody's lives would be so much better. I was like, wow.
Even Cosmos and Wanda.
It's like, damn, bro. He didn't have to do him like that. I know he's a dick, but like, damn. We didn't have to do him like that. That's so.
There were some really dark episodes of Fairly Odd Parents when you look back at it.
Like that's so out of pocket. Like that's so. That's so funny. Like the entire episode is literally just them being like, yeah. So the main character, if the main character wasn't in the show, this entire world would be so much better. But instead, it sucks because it's because of one
pull
10
back
year.
the fairies. Oh man, that was a good one.
Oh my god, that's so fucking funny.
Oh, man. Do you guys remember? Wasn't there an episode where Jordan actually ended up being Cosmos's brother?
I remember that. Yeah, you're right.
Just the very Odd Parents lore. It's incredible. Also, I remember. So do you guys remember Timmy Turner's Big Wish when it turns out that the reason why he was able to make so many wishes was because he once wished a secret wish that Cosmos forgot that he answered, and it turned out that he actually is 40 years older than he actually is.
Hang on a minute. I'm trying to find.
Well, if you guys remember that, there's actually a fan theory about how it all connects, because I think in season like 3 or 4 or something like that, he goes back in time and says hi to his dad. And his dad is like, well, how are you able to do this? You're just a kid. And he's like, no, I just looked in. I'm actually 40. And it's like, well, darn, that's convenient.
What episode number was Moving Day? It's the 22nd. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm legit pulling up the.
No, that's fine. because we are going to watch that when this is all said and done. There's so many good ones. There's also a really nice lovey-dovey song between Cosmos and Wanda I used to really like back in the day. There's so many good ones.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with that said, before we play a game, before we finish the stream up, because I don't want to really go past an hour and a half, is there anything fairly odd parents related that you guys want to bring up before we play this game?
The last thing would be is the video games are very nostalgic. That's the last thing I'll point out.
I never really played the video games. I was never really a gamer. That's the whole thing. What about you, Nindroid?
I have really nothing else to bring up besides this show rocked.
This show was absolutely epic, and shoutouts to Butch Hartman. He actually does have a channel. I used to watch his channel. I'm trying to get out of the way so you guys can see his. No, that's not working out. There we go. Butch Hartman. He does actually have a YouTube channel, and I used to watch it back in the day. But shoutouts to Butch Hartman because he did create some of our childhoods here. So, yeah. Early Oddparents is a lot of fun. With that said, we got a tier list. I don't know, it's just something I found and thought it might be fun to do if we had the time. Which of these specials are the best of the best? Which I think we already discussed that. We already know what is actually going to happen, but we'll all vote here. So, the first one here is Shelf of Life. We got best of the best, awesome, cool, okay, don't remember or never watched, or trash. Shelf Life.
Shelf Life. What was that one? That one I don't know.
I don't remember that one. That's the thing.
Hold on. Let me see if I could look up what it was about before I because I'm pretty sure. Because was that a special though?
Apparently, Jimmy has the entire summer vacation to write a long book report assignment, but he is blocked. I don't remember this one.
Oh, okay. It's a half-hour special.
Wait. Is this the one where he goes into Davy Jones' book?
Tom Sawyer
with the whale.
Yeah, it's Tom Sawyer. I think
Tom Sawyer.
Tom Sawyer.
Yeah. I actually know this one. For me, I'm gonna say this one's okay. You guys,
I'll trust you on that, Dylan, because I don't remember.
Yeah. So you don't remember Nindroid. You remember this one, right? Shelf Life?
Vaguely.
Vaguely. Yeah. Okay, well, we'll just put it in okay, because honestly, it was not the best. Okay, School's Out. This one was legit awesome, and I almost want to put it in best of the best, because this one was a lot of fun. Do you guys remember?
It's awesome. I don't know if it's definitely not best of the best. I think the musical part of it was really cool. That's really the night. Again, some of these I don't remember. I'll be honest, I do remember School's Out being really, really fun. But that's really
that one was fun.
I can't tell you what exactly happened. I'll be genuinely honest. Some of these I'll remember, some of them I won't.
It's so long ago for me. Legit, you're talking about same thing with you guys, right? You're talking about 10 plus years on some of these. Mm-hmm. What's this one? Crash Net. I actually do remember this one, and I can't believe that this was a special. I thought it was just a regular episode. Crash Nebula. Do you guys remember this one?
I don't remember.
Was that the one? Was that the one with the video game?
Yeah, and they're all at the ice skates.
Wait, what? What was it about?
Crash Nebula.
It was the video game. It was the video game one, I think. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, Crash Nebula was a video game that Timmy Turner was really excited about. And I only remember it because I remember,
Oh,
especially
okay.
but I remember this one episode where him and his friends are trying to get tickets to see Crash Nebula on ice.
I vaguely remember. I would just put it at okay, if anything.
Yeah. Okay. What's Fairly Idle? What about you guys? What do you think of Fairly Idle?
This one I remember. This one was the one where like they left Timmy and then like they went on Fairy Idol, and then like this one was kind of like sad in its own right too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
And this was the return of Norm, the genie, trying to because if Norm wins the Fairly Idol, then he replaces Cosmos and Wanda as a Fairly Godparent. I remember that.
See, it's between cool and awesome for me, but
I put at awesome.
yeah, well, I'll put it in awesome too. Yeah.
Okay, we'll put in awesome then. Fairly Odd Baby. We all know this one, and I'm gonna put it between cool and okay. I kind of wish I added a weird part to this one because this one was just really weird.
Appearance of Poof, then.
Yep.
correct?
Yep.
I
This
think
was
that's
literally
pretty
Cosmos giving
cool.
birth to Poof.
I would put it. I would put it at cool. I think it's above okay. Like it was good. It was like
It was entertaining, at least.
no, but I actually think genuinely it was good. It was up. It was after this where the show started like falling.
Really going downhill. Yeah.
Yeah. But
What do you think, Austin? Okay or cool?
See, I didn't hate it. I don't know if I
We got 2 votes for cool, so it's gonna go here either way. But I want to get.
I mean, I would just put it in cool because I guess for like a narrative standpoint, it's fine. Like it is better that like again, if I rewatch all these back, which I mean, I'd be willing to do this tier list again when like if like we watch all of these, so that way we could fairly talk about them. Because that
would be cool.
Because I think that's the biggest problem right now for me is because like with most of these I don't remember.
Yeah.
So it's like I can't really talk about them other than maybe a few.
Yeah, these were so long ago for us that's what's fun about that's what's fun about this though, Just talk about old shows that we used to have such big nostalgia for. Does anyone remember Merry Wishmas here? I actually do, and I would put it between awesome and cool myself.
I put awesome.
Awesome.
This was the Christmas special.
Yep. I think this one we all can agree.
We all know where this goes.
Yeah, Wishology was just the best of the best.
Yeah, you have to. Like, if you do not put it in best of best in general, like, I think that's just objectively wrong. Like,
yes.
Yeah. Okay. Anti-Poof. Actually, I did see this. I actually do remember Anti-Poof. What do you guys think about this one?
Can I say that this was actually not bad? Like
I don't think it was that bad either.
Like
this was one of the last good episodes after Baby Poof showed up.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. So honestly, I would either put it at okay or cool. To be honest with you,
I'd say okay. I'd say it's okay.
Okay.
Like I don't remember it, but that sounds about right though.
Yeah, it was basically because we have Baby Poof. Well, now anti-Baby Poof has to be born. So here anti-Baby Poof is born, and he literally tries to capture Baby Poof and take his magic away. That was
he was a funny character, though, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he was actually a better character than Poof.
Yeah, at least he actually spoke, where Poof did not even speak whatsoever.
Yeah, he just speaks in baby tongue. Love Triangle, I
Don't
never watched it. Timmy's Secret Wish, I actually think was awesome. Timmy's Secret Wish was really cool.
Yeah, that was the one where he wishes that he never lost his fairies, right?
Actually, this is yeah, and the one that he ended up being like 40 years older
Yeah,
because of it.
that one was
Oh
great.
yeah. Yep. Good.
Yeah. All right. Christmas every day. This was another one that I honestly want to put in best and best underneath Wishology. What do you guys think?
I would put it at cool, actually. To be fair.
Really?
Hold on, now I gotta figure out which one was what, because I didn't know they had more than one Christmas special. Now I legitimately
They did.
have to. Hold on, what's the difference then? So Merry Wishmas was the one where what?
Here, wait. Let me look it up.
Harry Wishmas was the one with all of the no because okay, let me.
Hang on, yeah. Now I'm really confused because now I'm confusing myself. So Merry Wishmas is the one. Oh no, Merry Wishmas is the newer one, and no, actually put. Hang on, put Christmas Every Day in awesome, and then move Merry Wishmas down to cool.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that
Okay.
works because even I was confused because what wasn't this one the one when he wishes them for old day that's when all the other holidays get jealous of Timmy Turner, right, and come for his powers and come for Santa Claus's powers actually, yeah. Okay, Scrap. Scary Godparents. I actually do remember this one.
I don't.
Not very well.
I don't.
You guys?
I don't remember at all either, to be honest.
Okay, let's just put in don't remember or didn't watch because I remember this one, but barely. Love Struck.
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
No, you know what?
I don't remember
one,
either.
I can already see it has the dog in it. So, no. Anything with the dog is trash.
Wait, it has a dog? Wait, are you sure?
I think it does.
Hold on. Now I have to do my research just to give it a fair
now
chance.
do I really need to watch the show now? It's
No, hold on. I don't think it. No, it doesn't have the dog. It looks like no. This was in season 3. This was like way before the dog.
Oh yeah, no, never mind. This is the Valentine's Day special with Timmy Turner.
Trying to get what's her name?
Trixie. Yeah.
Or yes. Okay. That one I remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one was either cool or okay.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll go cool.
Yeah. Yeah, because I remember this one. Timmy in the Fairly Odd Parent Wisconsin. Yeah, I remember.
Next one is best here. Or best, whatever.
No, I don't. I wouldn't go that far. I'd say awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really good with Crocker's backstory though. All right. This is the Magic Muffin one, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna place it in best and best. Right?
Hold on.
I don't remember it fully.
I have to think about this one because this one is either because I do agree it is really good. Is it better? Like that's the thing. Is it as good as Wishology? That's the thing that I'm trying to think of.
I actually think it is because I remember this one. Almost, I actually remember this one more than Wishology. Actually, which is just crazy. I think it's because of Crocker that I remember it. So you can read the synopsis, but until you do, I'll say what this movie was. Timmy Turner, because he reaches so many wishes, it's a magic muffin. But the magic muffin has great power. The magic muffin can make a wish beyond any rule, even the rules. You can make a magic wish beyond the rules, and because of that, it falls into the wrong hands. It falls into a monkey who wishes the planet was monkeyfied. Eventually, it falls into Crocker's hands, and he loses his fairy godparents, and he has to tell his parents about them to save their lives from what's his name? From Crocker. And with that, he is able to eat the muffin and get them back and make sure everyone doesn't remember what happened. I absolutely love that.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, put it best the best. I
remember it so well. Dude, this came out like what? 10 plus years ago, and I still remember that so well. I actually, you know what, if there's one special that I really want to go back and watch, it's actually the Muffin one. Even more than the Wishology one, because I remember the Muffin one so well, and I actually now really kind of want to watch it. Probably something to do on Saturday, right?
Yeah.
The Big Superhero Wish. Does anyone remember this one?
No.
I do, and it was so stupid.
Okay.
Like, it wasn't. I'll put it in trash, but really wasn't that bad.
If it's not that bad, then don't put it in trash. Just put it in okay.
I don't remember or okay.
Yeah, I'll put in okay. It honestly wasn't that bad. This was the one where Timmy and his friends all end up with superpowers.
Yeah, just put in okay. Again, I have to like
channel changers.
Yeah, channel changers. Is
yeah.
That's
what do you think? Should I put over Wishology here?
No.
No. Put it right next to it, though. Yeah, right there.
Yeah. I think that works very well for this group. I really love Channel Chasers. I don't know why this is a special, but this is apparently a special. This is the episode where Timmy Turner writes a love letter that his dad sends on accident. He has to go in to stop the love letter, and he ends up in Crocker's computer.
Yeah, I actually
I'm gonna put an awesome one.
Yeah, I actually really like it.
You guys agree with that? You think that episode was awesome?
Sure.
I agree 100%.
Honestly, it probably should be in cool, but just because I remember it so well, I think I'm putting it in awesome. The Fairly Odd Parent Olympics. I don't remember this at all.
I don't remember either.
I barely remember.
Was it okay, or?
I put at okay, me personally.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I actually remember this one. Invasion of the Dads. Do you guys remember this one?
Yeah! That's
when there's just a planet of dads?
Yeah, it's an awesome... Put at awesome.
That is a very... I'm putting it over that one.
No, it's better.
That one was so good. When losers attack?
Oh, yeah, I remember that one. That's when all the villains of the show attacked Timmy Turner. Yeah, I remember that. I would put it...
I don't remember that.
Really? Well, it's after the poof. It's with anti-poof.
Yeah, I see anti-poof in it.
Yeah.
Should be cool or awesome? What do you guys think?
Put it at okay for right now. I don't remember if it lived up to it, but it was actually pretty good that I remember. So.
Okay. I actually remember this one. This is the one where I do remember this one, but I don't remember how to explain it.
The real parents? I never even seen that before.
Yeah, but here's the thing. the Fairly Odd Parents turn into like adult versions of themselves.
No, I
remember that.
No, but I think that was a different episode though. Like, cause
Was it?
because I think that was way before Poof came along.
Yeah, no, it is.
I think you're right. No, I don't remember
Right.
this one.
Yeah, just put
You're
that.
right.
I don't know.
I'm
Okay,
getting
Very
confused
Odd
with that
Pet.
one,
Guess
yeah.
what? That's trash. That's the dog.
Oh yeah, this
Yeah.
is trash.
Scary God.
God Couple. Nope.
That's trash.
Trash.
Fairly
Fair-
Old Parent. Nope.
Trash, probably.
All of season 9.
Trash.
Big Fairly get.
Trash. We're just gonna
Wait. Hold on, wait. What is it called?
The something big fairly snap
on.
scrap.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
look this one up because I don't know what this one is.
Hold on. Fairly Odd Parents.
Share
Big.
Star.
Hold on. So it's the Big Fairy. The Big Fairy.
Share something. Share skay. I don't
Big
know what it is.
Fairy. We'll start with that. The Big Fairy Share Scare. Oh wait, is that one literally the one with the? All right, yeah, no, put that in trash.
All right, because I don't remember that one at all. Oh wait,
Also-
guys.
Oh wait, was season 9 the one with the dog?
Yeah.
All right, yeah,
Yeah.
now I understand why it's in trash now. Okay.
Yeah.
We all just. I think we can all agree the worst thing that happened to the show, if it isn't Poof, it's definitely Sparky. We all hate Sparky.
Wait,
Um,
here. Oh yes, that is the dog one. 100%. It was either the dog one or the girl. Season 9 was, but yeah.
Actually, how many seasons does Fairly Odd Parent have?
10.
Yeah, oh, then it was definitely the girl. No, it has to be
No.
the dog one because
No,
season
it's
10
the
was
dog.
the girl.
Season 10 was the girl. Yep.
Yep. So all of season 9, guys, is trash.
We should get a season 10 and meet it right there with
Yep.
it,
Too
you
bad
know?
we don't have season 10 here, but we would put it in trash as well if we had it. With that said, this was tons of fun, guys, and yeah, I think the game turned out a lot of fun here at the end. With that said, thank you guys for watching this live stream. It was a lot of fun talking to my buddies about Fairly Odd Parents. Now, don't forget, on my channel, you guys can actually go and vote right now for what show we do next. Now, next week, if a couple of buddies mind get Ninjago done, because I have a couple of buddies who are just starting to finish Ninjago and want to talk about it. And I would like to talk about it too. So if they get it done, we actually might do Ninjago instead and save the next poll for the next week afterwards. If they don't get it done, though, I will definitely be doing whatever wins the next poll. So you guys, make sure you guys go vote on what show we do next. It seems like Jimmy Neutron is going to be next. I think Austin and I and Ninjoid here, we're all really like it if Ninjoid won next. Because, God, there's a lot to talk about with Jimmy Neutron. But with that said, guys, go ahead and tell people where they can find you at.
Okay. Austin, you want to go first?
Sure. I do stuff on my channel. I don't know when that's gonna happen though. Again, a lot of it really just comes down to my scheduling. I mean, I could probably do stuff on Saturdays, but then I gotta go through all the rigmarole of hooking stuff up, and it's just, I mean, like I said, it just really depends on what my mood is. I mean, I might do stuff eventually, but we'll see. And then you guys can just check me on everybody's channels at this point. Dylan, thanks for having me on.
Yeah, this was tons of fun. Ninjoid, go ahead and tell people where they can find you at, man.
All right, so you guys can check me out on Splash Talk. All right, which Splash Talk is a great show. For
I don't
last,
know what that is.
Splash Talk, we were doing
I don't know what that is, man.
fan fiction, as well as Shadow Eye,
I definitely
where
don't know what that is.
we got done the Diary of a Wimpy Kid films.
Actually,
So,
no.
yeah,
I think
still
we
gotta
did. Actually, no. We actually did not
we did
finish
not
that.
do the new
Actually,
one. We did not do the new one. We are gonna do the new one at some point. The two new ones, that is. Roderick rules as well. We gotta talk about both of the remakes. Anyway,
honestly,
um,
I'm just kind of waiting for when Zack Snyder releases either his Army of the Dead animated cartoon, the Rebel Moon, or that Army of the Dead
oh,
sequel. That's what I'm
Rebel
gonna
Moon
bring
though
it
is
back.
probably next. Rebel Moon is next. So guess what, bro? You and I game on for Rebel Moon. That we're ready to trash that. Trust me. But anyway, yeah, no, you can find me on Austin's channel whenever he wants to go live. You can always find me on What Made It Great for next week and also all the weeks actually. I might be a little bit late. Next week I will be late because I do work till 10 my time, but we'll work around it, I guess.
Yep, we will. It works.
And yeah, so guys, also check out my channel. Dylan's gonna help me out, try and motivate me into getting back into
Yeah.
stuff.
And that's the thing. Like they just lowered the what it takes to get qualified for a YouTube program. So I'm
Yeah,
I'm
now
trying to
it's
do that
500
myself.
subs. Now it's 500 subs instead of 1,000. Which
Yeah. So
um, like not to brag or anything, but I am like 326 still.
he's the
So
biggest channel here. We can
we're-
get Ninja to it, and then from Ninja we can all get to it. So
well,
guys,
also,
like, share, subscribe, please. All of us.
Austin can easily do it as well. Whenever
Yeah.
he has the time.
Do what?
Obviously, get more subs and get
Oh,
up to
sure.
Get monetized.
get monetized because now the limit is 500 subs instead of 1,000. Austin. So,
Interesting.
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll talk more about that behind the scenes.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
So
I know about it. I mean,
just check out my channel whenever you can. Thank you, Dylan, for having me on. I will for certain be here next week. So super excited for them and for
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, and yeah, thanks for coming. I can't wait to end up talking more about it, guys. I have so many ideas. Flintstones, Dexter's Laboratory, Jimmy Neutron, Gravity Falls. I have so many old cartoons that I used to watch growing up as a kid that I can't wait to talk about out as well with these guys. So guys, look forward to that. Like, share, subscribe, go vote on the poll. And you guys can find me on Star Wars Network's channel. You guys can find me on the Austin Ayers channel whenever he does stuff again. With that said, thank you guys for watching. And we are out. Bye, guys.
Subscribe to Dylan's Little Hobbies right now.